tour of the century. I really can't tell you how much this means to me because I accept this on behalf of all my tour mates, all my fellow performers, my band, everyone who toured with us, our crew.
Taylor Swift might skip the room, but she still runs the entire building like it's her tour stop. First up, we're breaking down why Taylor and Travis Kelce ghost the 2026 Golden Globes. No scandal, just zero reasons, while Travis is in that what's next football limbo. And then, the Globes somehow turn into a Taylor-themed fever dream anyway. Jennifer Lawrence has everyone doing double takes. Timothée Chalamet slips in a Swift-style accessory moment. Nikki Glaser plants Taylor Easter eggs in her monologue.
Good evening!
And Sharon Stone name-drops Taylor as the blueprint for staying decent in Fameland.
You know why you like Taylor Swift? Because she's decent.
After that, we rewind to the wild Hiddleswift era and why Tom Hiddleston and Taylor fizzled fast. Finally, Taylor hits #1 again while Travis keeps his future zipped tight. If you spent the 2026 Golden Globes side-eyeing the red carpet, like wait, where are Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, you're not alone. The vibe this year is very much everyone's here, except the internet's favorite power couple, who are nowhere to be found. No dramatic entrance, no sneaky corner wave, no oops, we just happened to be seated behind Meryl Streep moment. Just absence. Loud absence. What makes it extra chaotic is that Swift had people convinced she was in Los Angeles this weekend. Multiple celebs were photographed leaving the Bird Streets Club on Friday night, clutching sourdough loaves. Yes, bread. Complete with labels that looked like they'd been written in Swift's handwriting. So naturally, fans went full detective mode. Taylor plus LA plus mysterious artisanal carbs equals something is cooking. But when Sunday rolled around, she and Kelce still didn't pop up on the Globes carpet, and honestly, they didn't really have a reason to. They're not presenting, and they don't have anything nominated. Swift has been in the Best Original Song Motion Picture orbit before, but she didn't write for any film soundtracks in 2025, so the awards math isn't mathing for her this year. Kelce technically had a horse in the race, since his podcast New Heights was eligible for Best Podcast, but it didn't land a nomination. So there goes that excuse to throw on a tux and collect free fancy snacks. Meanwhile, Kelce is freshly in off-season mode after the Kansas City Chiefs missed the playoffs, and sources say he's treating it like a rare regular human trial run, lying low, decompressing, and figuring out what comes next in football, including the big spooky R word, retirement. The gist from people around him is that he still has plenty of love for the game, even if he's weighing his options.
I got so much love for this team, this organization, and the people here. So I'll spend some time with them, go through exit meetings tomorrow, and get close to the family and figure things out.
But the Golden Globe still somehow turned into a full-blown Taylor Swift seance, like the building itself was whispering Swiftie check while Taylor was nowhere in sight. Jennifer Lawrence slid onto that red carpet and instantly had the internet clutching its pearls and refreshing their eyesight prescriptions. She showed up in a seriously striking custom Givenchy situation, sheer plunging, side cutouts, floral embroidery, plus a matching jacket like she was about to star in a drama called Rich People Make Questionable Fashion Choices. Styled by Ryan Hastings and designed by Sarah Burton, the look was giving high fashion, but social media took one glance and went, hold up, is that Taylor? And not in a subtle way either. People were acting like they'd spotted Bigfoot, except Bigfoot is blonde and drops surprise albums. The post basically spiraled into Jennifer is serving 2011-era Taylor vibes. Jennifer looked like she's about to drop Reputation any second. Jennifer is Taylor Swift if Taylor trained in archery and overthrew a dystopian government. A couple of sources even joked that folks were so convinced they were half expecting Jennifer to grab a mic and announce a re-recording between the appetizers and the first award. The funniest part is that Jennifer's there for an actual reason. She's nominated for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama for Die My Love. Her big awards return after a quieter stretch. The film has her playing Grace, a writer who relocates from New York to a remote Montana farmhouse and then spirals hard into postpartum depression and psychosis, with Robert Pattinson playing her partner. So yes, heavy role, serious craft, awards-worthy performance, and still the internet is like, nice work, Taylor. And the Taylor energy doesn't stop at the dress confusion. Taylor's presence is basically baked into the Globes this year like an invisible soundtrack running through everyone's brain. Nikki Glaser, hosting again, apparently leans into it in her opening moment. Sources around the show say she's extra hyped to walk out to a Taylor track and uses that as her personal confidence cheat code.
Good evening, and welcome to the 82nd Golden Globes.
Nikki's been open about wanting the night to feel like a big comedy show instead of a stiff industry dinner where everyone pretends they don't care while caring intensely. She's also known for rehearsing like a maniac. People close to the process say she runs her material so many times it basically becomes muscle memory, which tracks because hosting a room full of A-listers is like doing stand-up while a pack of judgmental cats stare at you. She even adjusts what she roasts depending on what lands in practice, because apparently some celebrities are too beloved to even gently tease without the crowd making the kind of noise you hear when someone drops a glass in a silent restaurant.
I finally made it. I'm in a room full of producers at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, and this time all of my clothes are on.
Meanwhile, Timothée Chalamet is doing the most elegant form of Swift-adjacent Easter egg, jewelry. He wins his first Golden Globe and steps out in a dark chrome hearts look, topped off with a delicate Panthère de Cartier necklace, white gold, diamonds, emeralds, onyx, the whole I own at least one painting and I know what bespoke means vibe.
Get in, Timothy! Tim, Timothy,
And because the universe is incapable of letting Taylor not be relevant for more than 12 minutes, it's the same style of necklace Taylor's been spotted wearing, just in a different gold. Naturally, the Swiftie brains light up like a Christmas tree. Is Timothée secretly a massive fan? Is this an invisible string moment? Or is it simply that rich, famous people love the same shiny cat necklace and Cartier is thriving? Insiders also float the very unmysterious explanation that Kylie Jenner, Timothy's girlfriend, has been seen in jewelry from the same collection too. So maybe this is less Swift signal and more the Panthère line is just that girl? Either way, the effect is the same. Taylor isn't in the room, but the room keeps accidentally cosplaying as her Pinterest board. And then, because the Taylor angle has apparently expanded beyond awards season and into the broader celebrity TED Talk circuit, Sharon Stone recently pulled Taylor into a totally different spotlight at the Astra Film Awards. Sharon accepted a big honor, and according to sources who were there, she ran the room like a pro, funny, sharp, and not remotely interested in playing nice about fame culture. She allegedly used Taylor as a kind of cultural shorthand while making a bigger point about why certain stars last, not just talent, but behavior. The message was basically that success without purpose is empty, and what makes someone truly stick around isn't the spotlight, it's the way they move when the cameras aren't flashing. Which is funny because the internet immediately went, cool, cool, cool.
You know why you like Taylor Swift? Because she's decent. Be decent. That is what it means to be timeless. Be a decent person.
Speaking of cameras, remember when Taylor and Tom Hiddleston basically turned 2016 into a live-streamed rom-com with bonus paparazzi DLC? So yeah, while Tom is currently doing serious thriller heartthrob things on The Night Manager, complete with a very fluid love triangle situation on screen, people are still obsessed with that tiny, chaotic, sunshine-bright chapter from a decade ago, when he and Taylor Swift became the couple everyone had an unsolicited opinion about. Their 3-month relationship was short, loud, and somehow managed to feel like it lasted 14 years in internet time. They were so collectively discussed that fans basically minted them a celebrity couple username, Hiddleswift, like they were a limited edition collab drop. It all kicked off at the Met Gala in May 2016, aka the Hunger Games of fancy fashion, where there's a strict no phones rule, which, of course, immediately got defeated by the existence of a video of Taylor dancing with Tom. Taylor was in her bleached hair era, and still technically with Calvin Harris at the time, and the vibe inside was the usual Met Gala chaos, high couture, higher egos, and people pretending they don't care while caring deeply. Tom later suggested he'd been seated next to Taylor at dinner and was clearly charmed by her, which is actors speak for, I was cooked.
I sat next to her at dinner that night, and she was very charming, and she is amazing.
Fast forward a bit, Taylor and Calvin ended things in June 2016, and not long after that, Taylor and Tom were spotted together near her Rhode Island place, and the world collectively went, oh, so this is the next season. And then came the travel montage. These two did not date quietly. They dated like they were trying to win a passport stamp speed run. It was romantic getaway city, England, Rome, and even Australia's Gold Coast while Tom was filming Thor Ragnarok. It was giving, we're in love and we're also allergic to staying in one country for more than 45 minutes. And now the universe pivots back to present day where Taylor's chart dominance is doing cartwheels while Travis Kelce is still staring into the abyss like, so what are we doing next, besties? Because yes, while the Chiefs are coming off a rough, very let's never speak of this again season, Taylor is casually back on top of the Billboard Hot 100 like she pays rent there. The lead single, The Fate of Ophelia, from the life of a showgirl, moonwalks from number 28 straight back to number 1, which is honestly unhinged behavior in the best way. That's 9 total weeks at the top now, and insiders note it officially becomes her longest-running number 1, edging past Antihero. The song dropped October 13th, and months later it's still refusing to clock out, like a coworker who just checks one more email and accidentally runs the whole company. Part of the boost is the annual post-holiday reset, when the seasonal jingles finally stop hogging the spotlight and everybody returns to their regularly scheduled playlists. During the December 26 to January 1st tracking window, Ophelia pulls in 18.3 million streams, radio impressions climb to 60.7 million, and sales go full rocket ship, jumping to 30,000 units, which is a genuinely wild 779% leap. Basically, people didn't just listen, they purchased with purpose. Taylor's catalog saw an opening and said mine. And the album itself? Still thriving. The Life of a Showgirl hangs on to the Billboard 200 like it's glued there, with 12 weeks at number 1 overall and 9 weeks sitting at the top. This era has stamina. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.